Okay, Steve, we're standing here on the first, and obviously you can see there's been a massive amount of work done to the copse at the back of the first, which looks great, it must be said. But, you know, just explain to the members, you know, the reasoning behind why the work's been carried out like this, and the advantages that will bring to the hole. So,
firstly, a lot of the woodland inside the golf course, well, the whole of the golf course, has been neglected for years.
Yes.
And it's as important management as the grass and everything else. We do the greens, the tees, the fairways.
Yeah.
And these laces are basically left to rot. So, aesthetically,
it looks fantastic.
It looks a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
And it will be once we've pulled the digger through it and we'll grass some areas up. But also for air movement around even the first green, just getting wind and creating wind channels and light and shade.
And it must have an implication on the fairways coming the other way as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you look now down on 11,
which you can see
all of it's open, where before sun up, that fairway was pretty much in shade all year round.
All the time,
Oh, certainly in the winter months. We've also, another big plus point from it is, apart from the aesthetics, is that we now have the opportunity to move you foot traffic that way in the winter. Because we can cut a path through the back of there, rather than that small little channel that used to be there, and try and take some of the wear that we had going up the right-hand side of the green. And because if you miss a green, it's so drastically unfair that you miss a green by 10, 12, 15 foot, and you're chipping off something very similar to this. And nobody wants to play off of that.
Yeah, which, bearing in mind, hasn't been played on this much through what was a very wet period.
Absolutely.
I mean, this could literally be like a mud bath down here in past years as you lead up here, because that's a very congested area of the course there, isn't it?
It is, and this is the trouble. Being a golf course that's 116 years old, I think it is now, you know, tees are right next to greens.
Yeah.
Everything, you walk off a green, you're onto a next tee. So there's, unfortunately, traffic gets channeled into an area.
Yeah.
So all winter we try and manage that traffic. But unfortunately, the only way we could really go was through that way, which is also coming back off of 18.
Yes.
So that got very high foot traffic through there, which being able to clear that out will now allow us to maybe even move 50, 60% through the trees. Yeah. So when you do miss greens, because we all do, at least you've got half a chance of finding something like that than you have something like that.
You know, and you'll be taking in effect next year 50% less traffic down an area like this.
Absolutely.